Sound of a bus pulling away, then rain begins to fall softly. You know that feeling? That sinking, stomach-dropping feeling when you see the taillights of the last bus pulling away from the curb, leaving you standing there in the rain. Yeah, that was me just last Tuesday. I'd had one of those days. Everything that could go wrong did go wrong. I was late for work. My big project got delayed and my boss was breathing down my neck. All I wanted was to get home, crawl into bed and forget the day ever happened. I'd run for it, but I was just a second too late. I remember kicking the bus stop pole, swearing under my breath. Great, I thought, just perfect. So there I was, stranded. It was getting dark, the rain was starting to come down harder, and my phone was at 3%. No way I was getting a rideshare. I started walking, shoulders slumped, feeling sorry for myself. I was so wrapped up in my own little bubble of misery, just thinking about how inconvenient this all was, how I was going to have to walk for an hour in the cold, how my day just kept getting worse. And then I saw him. He was huddled in a doorway, trying to shield himself from the rain with a flimsy piece of cardboard. An old man, with a beard as white as snow and eyes that looked like they'd seen 1,000 storms. He was shivering, his clothes were soaked through, and he looked a lot colder and a lot more miserable than I felt. Something in me just shifted. My own problems, my missed bus, my bad day, suddenly felt so small, so ridiculously insignificant. Here I was, worried about a long walk home to a warm bed, and here was a man who didn't have a home to walk to at all. I stopped. I walked over to the 24-hour convenience store across the street. I bought 2 hot coffees, a couple of meat pies, and a thick, dry blanket I saw near the counter. I didn't even think about it. When I went back and offered them to him, the way he looked at me, it wasn't just gratitude. It was like he was seeing a person for the first time in a long time. We didn't talk much. He just nodded, took the coffee with trembling hands and wrapped the blanket around his shoulders. I sat with him for a little while, just sipping my own coffee in silence, watching the rain. Eventually, I said goodnight and started my long walk home. But the funny thing was, I wasn't angry anymore. I wasn't feeling sorry for myself. The rain didn't feel so cold. My feet were tired, sure, but my heart felt full. The next morning, I woke up, and the sun was streaming through my window. And I realized something profound. Missing that bus wasn't the worst part of my day. It was the best part. It was the universe telling me to slow down, to look up from my own feet and to see what was really around me. We're all so obsessed with convenience, with our schedules, with getting to the next thing. We get so frustrated when life throws us a curveball. But sometimes missing the bus is exactly what you need. Sometimes being inconvenienced is a gift. It's an opportunity to step off your planned route and onto a path you were actually meant to be on. That night I thought I'd missed my way home. Turns out I was just being redirected to find a better part of myself. Kindness will always be more important than convenience.